Now we should have sound. We should be live. As live can get. My name's Jimjames. How's everybody doing tonight? See if we can't transition over to a scene one here. Whoops, wrong one. There we go. It might be a little jerky because of this setup, but we'll see. How's everybody doing tonight? It's Monday night, just right after 9:35, according to my computer here. So yeah, we're live podcasting now, Shannon. With me tonight is Shannon. She's going to moderate for us and try to, check on the live chat and whatnot, what's going on with that. Working out some bumps and grinds for us tonight because this is our pretty much inaugural episode, so we're trying to figure out exactly what we're doing and what we're not doing and what works and what doesn't work. And so far this is kind of jumpy because that's probably pulling off the same signal. I love live stuff. It's great. Alright, that should be a lot better. Can you see me on the feed over there, Shane?
Yeah, it's not jumpy. It's just delayed.
That's good. Uh-oh, what'd you do? Oh, that's all right if you sneeze. That's cool. That's a natural response, sweetie.
Sorry.
I'm having errors over here. Snatching cables out and whatnot. Live feeds are fine.
Don't do that.
All right, guys. So first off, what we're going to do today, we'll start off with a little jangle. Jingle jangle. We'll start calling this the Daily Noodle. Or the Weekly Noodle, rather. I was coming up with a new little jingle jangle for every week. Let's check my tunage first. Probably should have done that first. Anyway, how's everybody going? If you got any other comments or something, make them in the feed here. Let me see if I can't share this to Facebook and other places. Let's see here. Shared to Facebook. Yeah, there's one share. I'll share it to my other page. Make sure anybody's watching. Looks like the sound's doing good. Imagine we're doing alright. It is kind of late, so anybody who's watching now, thank you for jumping in, putting up with us for a little bit. We won't keep up too much of your time. I think we'll try to keep it under 30 minutes, or maybe just right at 45 minutes, just for the inaugural show, just to make everything run smooth. I'm going to try to get a drawing here in a little bit as well. You guys can see this. We're going to do a little digital drawing for you on a digital pad. We got new stuff. And like I said, we're trying to do new things here at the studio. But we'll try to keep it new and innovative all week long. If you guys are keeping up with current events like we are, there's currently some little girl who's been missing since Thursday. What was her name?
Alicia Yeoman.
Alicia Yeoman. Anybody who has any information leading to anything to do with her would be awesome right now because nobody knows where she is. And all kind of bad news is popping up. So, Alicia, if you're watching, get in touch with somebody. And if not, if somebody knows Alicia and you got any idea where she is, get in touch with somebody. Important. Very, very important, man. Somebody's life's on the line. I just put 9s on this Telecaster the other day. And kind of used to 10s and 11s, honestly, but I've had it tuned up to F sharp now, and I kind of like it. Actually, tomorrow and the rest of this week, I'm actually going to work on a little theme song and a little video put together for this little rendezvous that we're going to be doing on a weekly basis. I'm not going to necessarily make it on Monday nights or anything. I'm just going to make it once a week. A guaranteed show once a week, so we'll just put it like that. Anyway, like I said in my other show, we were still working on a video in our new song for Punk Your Face Off. There's a video working for it. The track's pretty much done, but we're having a lot of production issues because I'm having to edit and film everything myself. Which is not a big deal, but it's just a little bit of labor involved with it, so it may be another, I don't know, week or two so I can start getting everything in play and put together and molded together and produced right with the sound and everything would look good. So it's kind of like making a template, so to speak, because then you have something to work with every single time that you work. So you always have, like, you know, just a base to go and you just change your input. And, you know, then it's basically even. So. No, we're not going to play the song for you right now because I want it all to be a big, huge surprise when it happens. But also in the works, we are trying to release, maybe not this year, but possibly in the fall. We'll definitely have a good trailer or some intro for it by then. A movie I've been working on for a cartoon character, actually superhero, I concocted years ago with some old friends of mine. It's called Poe. He's a superhero who has the power to control gravity, and there's all kinds of feedback and fallback that comes from that. It's a huge storyline that we're working on right now. I've actually got some other people in mind that are going to help me come up with more of the storyline because they're really good writers, and the more the merrier in my case. We may do it in 3D, we may do it two-dimensional on like actual drawn stuff. We'll see. I'm not sure yet, but stay tuned for that. It's definitely going to be interesting. I love this telly. It's pretty. It got a little high-pitched twinge at the end. I like it. I like it. So yeah, let's try to transition into our little next phase here, as I like to call it, scrolling to Facebook. Let's see what happens here. I got a little program here on my computer that allows me to show you what I'm looking at the same time as what you're looking at. And it's kind of cool. Let's check it out. First off, let's open this in a new tab.
What's that glove?
This is my, I'm sorry, this is my drawing glove. This helps my hand slide all over this without leaving fingerprints on the thing, because otherwise it would pick up sweat and oil.
Oh, that's cool.
So when you're drawing with a pencil, it makes it like a slide.
Makes sense.
Plus, if you were to do like, you know, tracing, you put the paper on here and you can just draw it on there and it's good to go. And this won't leave watermarks on your pencil marks on your paper. Anyway, let's transition to the next scene here and see if we can make this happen. Oh, that was the wrong one. Let's go here. There we go. Now you can kind of see what's going on here on my Facebook. All of these things here are, you know, of their own rights and whatnot. We're not necessarily going to play any sound, but we can kind of show you a picture of what's going on here. Yeah, we are live on Facebook. There's advertisements for it. The police are doing new things, it looks like. Here's the information on the girl in this post right here, guys. If you got any help, like I said, get in touch with the Greeley, California Police Department. They need help finding this girl. She's in danger. And anybody who can help. What? Wonder Woman shorts. Interesting.
Glitter.
Interesting. New Jim Lee covers. Adult Swim's shows. Interesting stuff. Podcast from Mr. Rogan was really good this afternoon. I don't know if you guys watched that. The guy was talking about the Appalachian Trail and what was his name? Clark? Somebody Clark? Chris Cage. I was way off. He was talking about how he went to camping on the ATs, he calls it, the Appalachian Trail that runs from like 2,000 miles from Europe. There's also another one that goes from Mexico all the way through California up to Canada on this side. I forget what the trail they were talking about on the podcast, but it was interesting. Talking about how people get killed up there, but mostly everybody's just like taking care of their own. They're not necessarily looking to kill anybody or steal anything, which is kind of weird at the same time. Bye-bye. Yeah, it is our commemorative post celebrating 6 years here in California. We just came up on 6 damn years that I've been here in California. It's hard to believe. And this was the start of our studio that we are in right now, which is still kind of small in comparison. I'll give you a quick shot, buzz around of the studio here. Yeah, all right. Put you back in place so you're not disgraced. Anyway, we'll get hopefully get it back in the queue. Yeah, that's what you get for messing with the cameras, Jim. Good job. And like I said, there's not really much going on here on Facebook. Let's check out our Instagram feeds. And if you're on Instagram, our page is called UKLA Pictures. You want to follow us on Instagram? Type in UKLA Pictures, like it says right up here. Get your finger in the shot. There it is, right up there. It also takes you to our website and our other page for UKLA Studios. We do have another channel for UKLA Studios as well, so if you want to check that out, you can. We'll probably post some more drawing stuff on there with the pad, because I'm going to actually be doing tutorial shots and, you know, teaching some people how to do certain things with the ancient aspect of drawing with a pencil. Most people don't do that anymore. Usually drawing with one of these on their Photoshop programs. But I have one here called Mischief that pretty much is an infinite zoom. It can zoom in on itself, and in on itself, and in on itself, and in on itself. I could draw a picture and then zoom in on the eyeball, draw another picture inside that eyeball, zoom in on that eyeball, zoom in, and keep going into infinity, basically. But not that far. It does have its limitations because the computer is only so smart and can only hold so much memory. In that fact, in that notion, it's a pretty cool program. Much easier to use in Photoshop, but Photoshop and Illustrator is mainly for doing professional stuff. This is pretty much for jotting down ideas and working on it later if you want to get back at it and whatnot. Anyway, like I said, our pictures are all on here if you want to check them out. But let's check out our Instagram feed right now and see what kind of interesting photos we got here to check out. Cool little adaptable ability to show you what I'm looking at on my computer at the same time as what we're looking at live. It's kind of neat. This guy here, Max Pedron, a really good guy. He's gonna play the hell out that damn Strat. He loves it too. That's old Cheech. It's awesome. Of course, all the rights go to all these people whose their images are. Their names are already on here, so we shouldn't have to say anything else about it. As far as sound goes, we can't play their sound, but that's different. Images are images. Well, that's not showing up. There we go. There we go. Popped right in, just a little bit late. Let's see. I had the other page here. Yeah, SoundCloud. If you guys want to check out any of my recent music that we have, oh, it's not on here. There we go. Look up the name UKLA, Jimjames Edwards, on SoundCloud. And there's both of my one of my EPs and one of my albums is already up here. Nothing really spectacular. We are working on a new album, like I said, as we speak. But these are all free. We're on Spotify as well. You can check those out. This is my webpage, or working webpage, I should say. You guys want to check this out too. This is where guys can get in touch with me and leave me messages. Check out the things that I do in my professional job. Yes, I am a graphic designer, an illustrator, and photographer. So, everybody has a day job. This is what mine is. We do band stuff here on the side, but like I said, it's basically just me, as you can see here. The picture shows. It's just me on the page. But these are all of our social links, and everywhere to get in touch with us, just click on contact. So take you right to a page, and you can put in all your information and everything you want to say. Send it to me right here. No problems. No question is too silly. No question is too long. You got something to ask me? Ask me, and we'll get to it. Good. Now that we got that out the way, let's see if it's transition back to the other scene. Woo. All right. Very good. So good. All that's showing up fine and dandy and everything working good. All right. Let's see. Let's pull up the Mischief program again. And we'll go ahead and get started with that. Oops, not that one. Doobie-doo. There we go. Now we'll put back on our trusty little Huon glove. Again, we won't come on so late next time, guys. Or I know it's kind of a late show, but we've been busy all day and all weekend, and you know how adulting gets. Everybody gets kind of fed up and caught up and stuck up all at the same time. Let's see here. There we go. Let's get out our eraser here. And get rid of that right quick. Alright. Let's go back to our pencil here. We're going to come over here and choose one of our thinner, lighter lines just to get started. And let's actually choose a different paper, because working on a straight white background will tear up your damn eyes, and you don't want that. Let's put it back down to about there. Yeah, that'll work. Actually, right about there. Yeah, let's go with that. That'll work there. Alright. So, starting out from here, let's see. I was talking about Poe, so we'll give you a little image of Poe here tonight. Starting with his head, basically. And Poe's got a kind of an odd-shaped head. Let's see. We'll start with the eyes around here. As such.
That's so cool.
Yeah, how about that? It draws it right on the screen.
Yeah.
Isn't that neat?
That was really cool.
We'll start out with his mouth here. And give him some features, because he doesn't exactly have a nose, but he does have the generalized outlook of where a nose would be. Start hearing him getting into his eyes a little bit. Okay, bring those in some. There we go. Sorry I'm not talking very much, but I tend to zone out when I'm drawing these things. And seeing as how this is pretty much just a preliminary sketch, this isn't going to be exactly to scale just yet. Make that eye just a little bit bigger. Bring in his expression here.
That is so funny.
Bring in little marks for his head. Match the nose up. Put another cheekbone over here. Let's take some of this eraser and take some of this line out here. Let's see, change the pixel up a little bit. There we go.
Is that snoring I hear?
Yep, that's the sizzle going off on below us. If y'all hear some snoring going on, that's my pit bull sizzle going, getting sizzly. She tends to get a little sizzly at the nighttime. She don't care. Alright, now Poe's got quite the mane on him, so we'll go ahead and build up some of this real quick with a thicker brush. There we go. Like I said, we'll start doing probably every other day thing on the UKLA Studios channel just for drawing stuff. It's going to get me back into just being more fluid with my stuff here. Because drawing on paper is one thing, but drawing on this is completely different, and I've been kind of negating it just a bit. Oops, too much. Turn down the epoxy some bit. There we go. And the cool thing about this, Shane, as you can see, you can draw in black and then draw right back on the fucking negative. That's awesome.
That is so cool.
It also takes out some of the spots that you want to sharpen up and make look like hair, you know? Kind of gives you the idea that it's flowing across. And if you wanted to work with shapes, you can certainly build those in here as well. But like I said, this is more of a rough sketch. An idea of, just to show you some of the things that we're going to be doing here soon on the studios. There we go. Add some shading in under here, under his eyes. A little bit right here in the bridge, just to get it a little darker. And that's the cool thing about digital, is that you can always change something. Nothing's ever set in stone. You want to add little fillers, you can. And other little things. Okay. Alright, now we'll try with some color here. Our paint filler tool. Whoops. There we go. Whoops. Let's get over here now. Not too far green. There we go. Alright. Try another layer. This is also a cool thing. It looks like I'm messing this up, but I'm really not, guys. I'll show you in just a second. Okay, now that we've got our base color filled in, let's go a little bit darker. So we can add a little bit of shading here so it looks like we're going off on a okay. And there we go. Now we got our whites of our eyes and everything. Just add the color underneath. Oh, let's go back to white. Choose our second layer and put it back to white. And there's your basic sketch of Poe right there. Whoops.
So cool. So now what do you do? Save it?
Yeah. You go up here to File, and you choose Save. On this here, we'll go Save As. We'll save it to Desktop. Poe File 1. Whoops. We don't want to set up our OneDrive because don't need the cloud right now. Poe File 1. Save. And there we go. So now if we ever want to pull this back up, yes.
That's cool.
Alright, that puts us right back at our live feed. So you can see what we're doing here for our live feed. Awesome. And there's our profile right here on top of our workspace on our desktop.
Nice.
Good to go. Alright, guys. I'm going to transition back to scene 4 now. Like I said, my name is Jimjames. We're going to try to play all out here. We'll call this the end of our live session right now because it is kind of late and everybody's got to get up, go to work, and it's right now 10 o'clock. So we've been on for our 30-minute promised interlude. Again, guys, my name is Jimjames. This has been Shannon. We've been UKLA Studios in UKLA. We'll catch you guys next time. Till then. Oh yeah, there's one more thing here.
Gracias por ver el espectáculo a todos. Por favor, trate de no vomitar en el suelo en su salida. Gracias y recuerda, no se puede comer sin dientes en la cabeza. Conociendo, mira alrededor.